Okay. Turn the music down or off. Turn it off. Turn the music off. And any audio from playing in editor, turn that off. Mute your computers. And we'll get started. Everybody, listen up. Listen up. Look up at the board. What we're gonna do today is look here. This is what Minecraft looks like, right? When you're playing.
Yeah.
And just like in Minecraft, you have this menu down here. This is called a HUD. Anybody know what HUD stands for? Heads up display. Yeah. It stands for heads up display. Well, what is a HUD? What's it used for?
A HUD?
A HUD. H-U-D. Okay, yeah, just something to help you out.
Yeah, why not?
I'll take the extra copy. All right. Take it down now. Stop conversations. Listen up. Okay, everybody looking at the board here. We're talking about HUD. H-U-D. Heads up display. A heads up display is the menu that the player sees while playing. Right? There's a lot of menus in a video game. There's a main menu, there's a save menu, a load menu, a settings menu, death menu, a variety of menus, right? Loading menu. Well, the menu that the player sees while playing is heads up display. And most games have one, at least for health, right? You always see your health in the lower right or something. We kind of did this in our horror project. We have the battery power of the flashlight. Okay, that's what a heads up display is. How do you think we'd make a heads up display in Minecraft as far as Unreal? Where do we start? Huh? Widget. Who said that? Yeah, widget, exactly. The widget system is a system for making menus. A widget is a menu, and menu is a widget. They're the same thing, okay? So we want to recreate this in Unreal. So our lesson's starting now. Everybody in the front of Unreal, and you are going to hit the Add New button, green Add New, and then in the list that comes up at the very bottom, the category called User Interface. And then you want to choose Widget Blueprint. So that's Add New, User Interface, Widget Blueprint. Okay? And then once you've selected that, I want you to make sure it's named Player HUD. Player HUD. And if you could right click and hit rename. So Player HUD, H-U-D.
Hey, I have to use my earbuds here. Did you find it?
No.
Okay.
Do you know what computer they might be plugged into? Yeah, sometimes when people leave things in the room, the people who clean up just take it. Okay. Shh. Quiet. Quiet down. Okay. I want you to double click it so we get in our widget area. So double click the widget you just made. Let's double click, make it a full window, and you should now be looking at a screen that looks like mine. This isn't anything new. We did this when we did our HUD for our horror game. Our flashlight, the battery power, and we've already been on this menu. And the widget editor that you're looking at right now is very simple. All you got to do is drag objects from the palette onto.
What are we dragging on?
Well, I want you to drag on an image, actually. So there's something in here called image. You can just type it in, image on the left there, and just drag an image in. And it's going to give you like this white looking thing. And it looks all white and blocky because there's no image you've set it as. Now what I'd like to do, and what I want you to do, is Minecraft's a pretty popular game. You might have heard about it by now. And you can just go to Google Images. And you go to Google Images and type in Minecraft heart. And hearts, yeah, and just pull up something that we'll use for a health. So any of these will work. I would recommend when you click on one, you look for one. Like this is not a good one because it's all solid white in the background, which means it's not transparent. So when you put it in, it'll be this white block with the heart in the middle. You want a transparent background. So if you find a heart where the background looks like checkers, kind of like white checkerboards. What?
You mean like the purple one that was above? That one?
This one? Yeah. Although I don't like this one because it's not centered. That's odd. But yes, it is an alpha. That's a transparent background. Yeah.
Like this one, you can look up Minecraft Heart PNG.
Yeah, you can. That's a great point. That'll work. Yeah. So if it's a files PNG, it can have transparency. We're talking about image files, by the way. This is a little tidbit that will take. It took me a while to learn this. Actually. There's two different file types for pictures. There's a lot more than that, but two main ones, JPEG and PNG. The difference is PNG can have transparency in it. JPEGs cannot. So it's always better to use it's always better to use a PNG when you're developing any kind of game anyway. PNGs are always better. So I think that's transparency.
JPEG is the lowest volume in general.
Okay.
Why? Because JPEG has a lower.
Okay, I'm gonna pick this heart because I got the transfer. So once you've got the heart you want, and you can change this later, just right-click on the object and on the image and hit save. Name it something that's not crazy that you can understand. So I'm gonna name mine icon. I'm naming mine icon heart. Okay, and then just save it to your desktop or wherever, because then I want you to go into Unreal. Yeah, right-click, save image as. Name it icon heart or something. Save it to your desktop, doesn't matter. And then what I want you to do though is go to the front of Unreal and you're going to import it. How do you do that? Really easy. Remember our add new button? Right next to add new is an import button. So click import.
Wait, mister, then what do you do?
You don't click add new, you click the button next to add new. It says import.
Why can't I save it or something?
So what do I do? Like the add new and the wrong button.
Okay.
Now. Save the image as.
Not in doc. Wait, how do you?
Okay, to import, so let's say you saved your image, go to the front of Unreal. In the lower left, right next to our add new button, there's an import button. Click the import button. And then find your image in the folder that comes up.
I just drag it off.
There are some images from Google Images that look like they're transparent, but they're not. So that just means you got a bad image.
So you just have to put.
But guys, you can find the right image later. I really want to move on so we can get you working with the actual widget.
How do we put it?
Okay. All right. Looks
How
like
do
we're
we
mostly
put it
caught
in?
up. Mostly caught up. You're good.
Mister.
You're caught up. Okay.
How do I
How do
put
we
the?
put
How do I put that?
I'm getting to that right now. Okay. Everybody. Shh. Shh. Conversations. Okay. Go to your widget editor. So go back to our player HUD. Click on your image. And in the details panel over here, we want to set it to be our heart. So where it says details, it says appearance, and then see it says brush. Just click to open the brush area. So it's in the appearance category. And then where it says image, it says none right now. Click the drop down and find your heart. I'm going to type in the word heart because I named it. Icon heart comes up. And voila, it's now a heart.
I didn't find.
Okay, so I'll repeat that instruction one last time. You select your image in the widget editor, in the details on the right, in appearance, you're going to find the image setting. It's good. It's like in the appearance category, right at the top, and then there's brush, and then image. You set the image there.
I don't have a brush.
Yeah, purple.
Mister, why does it say brush?
Make sure I can.
It's in the appearance category. So see the word appearance, and then brush. Yeah. So you want to go forward. Find where not turn it down.
I don't know what. Should I make that? I need this to be
Alright. Thank you. Inside attendance. You have it?
Is mine, Mister, so is mine? Because I said so.
Oh my god. Hey, stop.
Where did it go?
This is our new one. Why does it still not? ENG. I already this one's Mister, mine doesn't work. Every time I try to.
Well, you just gotta get the right one. Eventually it will work. This just isn't, it's actually energy, but it's not. So that, you've done everything right, but you just have to replace the image later. But we're gonna move on, okay? So don't worry about that. You guys can find the perfect image later.
Found it. Yes. I found a PNG.
Okay.
Yes.
God dang it! Why? Keeps giving me the wrong.
All right, so, hey, over here on the left side of the room, you turn the music down. Okay. All right, what we do is there's several hearts. There's several hearts in our in our HUD. If you take a look at the way Minecraft has it, it's actually 10 hearts side by side. Now we could do this in a couple ways. We could just copy and paste this a bunch of times. The only problem is if we do that, it's going to be really difficult to get it even. Like we can try our best, but it's going to be difficult to space out and get it just right and looking nice. So usually what you'll do when you're dealing with widgets like this is to put things in a container. Okay? The container I want you to put them into is something called horizontal box. So on palette in the left, type in horizontal and pull out the horizontal box and drag it onto your screen. Okay. What this is going to do, what the horizontal box is going to do, is going to space everything out perfectly side by side. This is exactly what we want for our hearts. Anything goes in the horizontal box, it's spaced out side by side. That's your image. You want to set that to your heart in the details panel. Set it image property. Okay.
How do we do it?
So listen up. I'm gonna explain. Shh. Listen up. So I drag my horizontal box into my screen, and I want to put these hearts onto it. I can't just drag the hearts onto it right here. I instead have to go into this section right here on the left, lower left, called hierarchy, and that has a list of everything. And what I want to do is now I can drag my images on top of horizontal box in this little hierarchy thing. So literally just drag the word image onto horizontal box. And you'll see it'll then go inside the horizontal box. You do that with all your images. And then you can copy and paste more images and stuff.
Wait, mister, I'm confused. You lost me.
All right, well, before I get back to answering people's questions, if you've done it correctly, what you want to do is make sure you have your images. Your images are going to be all kind of weird and changing sizes and sort of stretch out. To fix that, if you just click on your image and in the details panel, or at the very top, change it from auto to fill on all of them. And then they'll get small and they'll look okay. So change it from auto to fill, and then voila, now I can resize this like exactly how I want. Okay. And then add up to 10 images. So I could just Command C, Command V. Just make sure they're going onto and into that horizontal box. So that will be done in the hierarchy. So here, so I'm dragging it onto drag it onto the word. There, see the I can't move this. So it's this property image. So
Oh my God!
now again, you drag your images onto the horizontal box, but you're doing it in the hierarchy part, in the lower left. You're dragging the word image 1, image 20, whatever, onto this horizontal box, dragging it in here. Okay. And since our Minecraft game, the Minecraft game, has a progress bar here, this is a progress bar for your level, because in Minecraft you can level up with experience. His level is 18. This progress bar shows how close he is to getting to level 19. At which point this will change to 19 and the bar will reset. You already know how to put a progress bar in there, so grab a progress bar and throw that into your HUD as well. Think about it. If you're trying to find a progress bar, where might it be in the widget system? Where are we getting all of
Under
our
progress bar?
Literally.
Right?
Mister,
Yeah.
I can't get what you're doing. It's not.
So your screen looks great. You got everything working.
I copy and paste.
I copy and pasted my images too.
But
Looks
how
good.
did you get it all in like a box?
Well,
These are all separate images.
Oh, okay. Well, you want them in the horizontal box, and to do that, you drag them on top of each other in the hierarchy panel, which is in the lower left. So you haven't dragged out the horizontal box yet, so you need to look up the horizontal box, bring that through, and then in here, you're going to drag the image on top of the word that says horizontal box. So that means you need a different image. Some images don't change transcript, show the transcripts. That's your word? That's your word. Alright. Let's see. Oh no, it's because it's in the corner of your whole screen. See, anything beyond this rectangle is your entire screen. So we should be zoomed in. Yeah, 10 times. Whatever you think they're in a horizontal box. Is that right, Mister? You're almost there. You just need now you need to drag an image on top of the horizontal box. No. Here, drag an image on top of the horizontal box.
I don't know.
I guess you could say that.
Now within there. Yep.
Okay, Mister, I did that, but they're all like weird now.
So when the images are all like weird and smashed and stuff, click on each image and change its auto to fill. And it's in the top of the detail panel. And do that for each image. To the top of the detail, very top. So auto is to fill. And change it from auto to fill.
Okay.
Okay, what else? So now you can resize the horizontal box and it'll all resize everything inside of it.
There we go.
You can say it twice.
Alright.
Mister, it looks good now.
Good.
So, what do I do now? What's the next step we're on?
Next step is put a progress bar in there for later. So you can copy and paste that. Copy and paste it. Not the horizontal box. So to do that, you want to use the image here. Just the image.
Yo, how did you get to
And then we'll just use the horizontal box. This means that you'll paste it in the horizontal box rather than
Make that noise again. I swear. I will not
Well, you need it.
Yeah, that's pretty hard. Yeah, and that's because you want to add more into it, and you want to change the auto. So I need to add more images, but you can just Command C and then paste it in.
Oh, Mister, I closed my.
No, I closed it by accident. Gosh, I have to do this again.
So you need to have your images on top of your horizontal box. You can, yeah, if you want to, just not the horizontal. You want your images on the horizontal box. Yeah. See it? Okay. Drag it on your horizontal box. Sets apart.
Yeah, I did it.
Right now.
There you go.
Look at that.
Oh man.
Yeah. Hold on.
Oh, wait, my money.
Okay, then that into updates.
Okay. We're going to move on to the next part.
Doesn't mean.
We're going to move on to the next part of the lesson. Okay.
Okay.
So, what I want you to do now is we're going to make another widget. And what we're going to do is we're going to make something that's going to be responsible for our inventory items. Looking up here, you can see Minecraft is bottom bar. You pretty much figure out, okay, horizontal box, right, is going to be for this bottom bar. Now, what goes into the horizontal box? You could do an image, but there's actually more going on here than just an image. Because if you look, you've got this iron pickaxe. It's got a little health bar. Over here, you've got some cobblestone, but it's also got a text number that comes up when they have more than one. It shows the quantity. So it shows you a 64 cobblestone. So the best way to approach this is to make our own little custom widget that has an image and has the text for the number and everything. And we make that once, and then we can just drag it and put it into a horizontal box on our HUD, right? So that's what we're going to do, is we're going to make a little thing, and we're going to call it inventory item, and it's going to just be a little widget responsible for what our inventory items, how they appear. So go to the front of Unreal and click Add New. User interface, widget blueprint.
So what do we name it?
You're going to name it inventory item. Inventory item.
Wait, isn't this health?
No, this is a new widget. Leave the old one up. We're going to come back to it. So you'll have two widgets open at the same time.
Wait.
But I'm having you add a new widget, and you're naming it inventory item. All right. Not now. Eventually, yeah. So you want to have, I don't know what you're doing, but you should have your new widget open. It should be blank. Okay, got it. Great. Okay. All right. What I want you to do is drag an image and put it over kind of toward the upper left. So bring an image in there. It doesn't matter what it is. In fact, I'm going to set mine. I'm just going to pick a random texture for the image property, just to kind of preview what this might look like. So I'm going to go in here, find a texture I like. All right, I'm doing this brick texture. That's fine. Okay, so that's my image. And then I want you to drag a text out into it. An image, and then where it says text block, the words for text, I'm going to change it to a number, so I'm changing it to 64. That way I can just preview kind of like what it's going to look like. And then I'm going to increase the size on that, because it's sort of tiny. Yeah, text box. No, not text box, text. Not text box, you want text. I'm going to increase the font a little bit. Okay, I like that, whatever. All right.
Oh, no.
Okay. And then just hit compile and save, and let's just say that that's our widget right now. That's it. Okay. What's cool is once you hit compile and save, go to your player HUD and type in inventory item into the palette over here, and the custom widget we just made will come up. And you can drag that into your world. And what I want you to do is I want you to actually bring up a horizontal box first. Put the horizontal box down here, kind of at the bottom, where your inventory items would be. And then look up that widget we just made and drag it onto your horizontal box.
Awesome. Wait, a gun with 7,000 bullets. We make a horizontal.
Okay? Yeah, you can't use a material, you have to use a texture. I don't know why it gives you the option, but you have to set it to a texture. You want it at the upper left.
What do we do?
So once you've compiled sectors, you can look up this widget you made here in the HUD.
Where's that?
Over on the horizontal box. Put it at the bottom. So over here you want to have an image and you want to have a text with a number. Okay, so go back to your HUD. You should rename this later player HUD before class is over. Drag a horizontal box. Yep, and then look up inventory item and drag that into your box.
Wait.
Oh yeah.
Horizontal box for this one. Good image. Name it whatever it is, phone number, and then bring out a horizontal box in here. Look up inventory items.
This doesn't work with Zen.
What is that? It's called texture.
So you want to drag it onto, you can't really do it here, you have to do it here. So find an image you want, so you want image in a horizontal box, drag the word image there on top of the horizontal box. All right, so I'm going to end the live stream. That's the official lesson. Thank you. Thank you. You honor me too much.